as SEO evolves, so should your content site. This is why for the last half of 2022, the resources for this site have been spent on SEO, and it's really helped. We increased traffic and we increased revenue for the effort. Now it's time to build upon it and get better content. But first, for those who are new to the channel, welcome to the channel. My name is Jared Krause, and I help people to buy passive income websites and scale them. And this is a combined video, basically the 10th video of 2 months on how I'm taking a passive income niche site from around the $400 per month range up to the $2,000 per month range. We were going to try to do it in under a year, and we hit some massive roadblocks, some thick traffic on the way, some big speed bumps, which turns out to be a good thing. So I can show you that it's totally normal, that you should expect some roadblocks and some changes in Google, and what you can do to either prepare for them, or if they do pop up, and what happens when they do pop up, and what you can do to mitigate those risks and reverse what has happened in the changes. And that's what we've had to do with this site. So there's a lot through these videos that you can get from, that you can draw from them when running and operating your own content sites. There's going to be a lot more videos to come of me reporting what I've done to grow the site, what's happened to it based on the changes from Google, and there will be a link in the description of this video that you can check out all of those videos there. Also, if you want to know more about the site I bought, it's in video number 3, where I go into detail about the site, how much we spent, and all the things involved with it. Now, before we get started in this video, I'm going to show you some results. Right, but these only come from the changes that have been made. So stay tuned to hear what we have done to get those results. Now, when I bought this site back in 2020, I added a little content and changed the site design early in 2021, and then just did nothing to it for a whole year. And that was not a good idea. Don't neglect the site. A lot of people do. This is pretty normal. A lot of people neglect sites, and it's really hard to bring them back if you want to sell them. So if you start neglecting something, my advice is to just sell it as soon as you can before it gets too far gone and neglected. And this site did lose some traction due to a tech error as well, where pages weren't showing on Google. Once we got that fixed, the traffic and revenue came back to its normal levels, and it stayed stable. And then we just left it. I just left it and didn't do anything with it. So it does go to show that if you buy a great site, the profit is in the purchase, but you also need to give it some attention. It's not a fully passive investment. Now, let's talk about the last month that I reported, which was October. For the page views, we got 87,516 page views, and we made $416 from Ezoic. We had some changes made, and Google came up with a helpful content update, and the site lost a bit of traction. And then also we had done a lot of work with Google Search Console errors and resolving some of those, and some canonicals and things like that. And our site lost traffic as well on top of that. And then we had to wait for Google to recognize the changes that we've made, and then the traffic started to come back. So you'll see the graph, but in the last 2 months, November and December of 2022, this is a combine, so it's not as much as October, but we got combined for 2 months. We got 108,434 page views, and we made $458 from Ezoic. So the income was about the same, only about $47 more and that's from 2 months then to October, and our page views were about 20,000 more from 2 months compared to the October. Now, like I said, this decrease in traffic and income is mainly due to the Google Search Console errors and not yet them being picked up by Google, which is fine. We're playing the long game. Now, with the traffic dip, this causes us to have the decreased revenue, because through Ezoic, our premium tiers, we were dropped a few premium tiers. And then we started to come back up, which helped a lot. Now, our goal was to get it to 2K per month by the end of 2022. We didn't do that, right? We got a lot of curveballs thrown at us, and the SEO landscape has changed a lot. The win we took out of this year is that the site got hit with many updates due to me neglecting the site for almost 2 years. But we brought it back, and there are many sites that have continued to plummet. So in this period where we had some turmoil with our site, and ours didn't, right? We were to bring it back around. So not always achieving a goal can actually still be a massive win. And I've had this in other businesses before where my business didn't particularly grow at a fast rate, but everybody around me in their businesses, with where the economy was, is they struggled, and my business stayed true and held. So that's a win in itself when sometimes the environment changes. So sometimes people are really, really harsh on themselves with their own sites and their own businesses and themselves personally about hitting goals. And if they don't hit goals, the negative effect of the feeling you get for not hitting the goals, sometimes people feel defeated and useless. I don't have that mindset. I still consider this a win. And I think the feeling that you give yourself by setting big, lofty goals can be deadly and dangerous if you don't have the right mindset. So for 2023, I don't have big, lofty goals for this site. I want to focus on the site becoming awesome instead of just chasing revenue alone. And as I know, when the content becomes incredible, as with our EAT, we'll have a better asset and the money will just follow. Now, in a second, I'm going to share with you what we did for these last 2 months, why we did that in the short, and what the short-term results were, and possible long-term results for the changes. But I want to ask you, type in the comment box below an answer to this question. What type of website business are you looking to buy? Because I want to help you with some content, and also give me some feedback. Like, what do you like about this video? What do you not like about this video? What can I do to make these videos better for you and more valuable for you? I'm over here believing that I'm giving you the best content, but I want to know for sure. So please, please, please give us some feedback so I can help you guys better. Now, what did we do for these last 2 months through November and December in 2022? We fixed more Google Search Console errors. That was a big theme. There was so much going on in Google Search Console that we needed to fix a bunch of errors. We also needed to fix some weird canonicals and redirects. What we also did is we fixed up the site structure for better EAT. The site didn't really had no EAT, expertise, authority, and trust. Now, there's more to EAT as we move forward. There's going to be experience, expertise, authority, and trust. So what's the experience on the site with the authority? And we've worked on experience. The site experience is really good. We've worked on that previously with the site design way back when. And now we just need to build out some site structure for EAT and having the right things with the right authors and the right sort of pages all linked in the right way. This talking more about EAT, I talk about what good EAT is versus bad EAT in our Buying Online Business community, if you're interested in that. We also, on this site, we started to find some authorities in the space to write content for the site. And I built out an SOP system and gave that to one of my VAs, and she has gone away and started to reach out to a bunch of different authorities, and we're going to be getting some great people in the space to start writing content for the site, which is going to build up our expertise and make our content even better because it has authority and it's going to be written by people in the space versus just having virtual assistants write a bunch of content, thin content that Google's not going to want to rank soon. And I have some podcasts coming out around that with some SEOs that I think you guys should stay tuned for. As for our traffic and the increase, the traffic decreased a little bit, and so did the RPMs. And this is because we dropped in the Ezoic premium tiers, like I mentioned before, but we also climbed back up in the Ezoic premium tiers. And that's what I really love about Ezoic is as your site will fluctuate, it's hard when it goes down, but when your site goes up, you earn more money and more money and more money, and it compounds, and that's really, really good. So I do suggest Ezoic for that. Now, moving forward, there's a few things that we are going to do with the site. Number one is we're going to build more EAT on the site. We're just going to build it to be a great authority and more great content, of course. Not really going to go into link building. Going to try and create content that does generate links. There might be some link building strategies later down the track, probably not in 2023. Of course, the landscape can change, and a lot of people saying, links may not actually even matter with Google. I don't believe so. We'll see what happens. If ever anybody wants to prove me wrong, like I'm not an SEO, but I'm open to discussion and me learning and helping everybody else learn. So if you have something to say about that, let us know, comment below or reach out to me. So that's what we're going to do through 2023 3 is we've set the site structure up. We've got it looking really good. We just need some better content on the site and some more authority, and that will help the site a lot. Now, I want to know, like I said before, let me know what type of content website are you looking to buy? What sort of things are you thinking about in growth? What sort of things do you want me to cover in growth and risk minimization as well? I would love to share and make this a valuable resource. Not this video, but multiple other videos to come in the future. So let me know in the comments below. Also, if you are looking to buy a site, get my due diligence framework. It's what I've used, all my clients have used to buy businesses. It's helped people save $1 million, and it's helped people make millions of dollars. There'll be a link to that in the description for you below. YouTube watcher, what's up? It's Jared Krause here, and if you've watched this video up until now, please smash the like button. I know it's a super corny line to throw out there, but it really does help the channel, and it really does help me help more people. So I know it's corny, but if you watch this video up until now, hopefully it warrants at least a like. Also, thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. I hope you're doing really well, and I want to ask, if you do like this content, please consider subscribing. I can't force you, I can't make you, but our commitment on YouTube and exploration is growing. We're going to be doing more stories, polls, more amazing content, more surprise and delight, and I hope to see you watching more videos very soon.